Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. Woo, and I'm feeling good. Feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossoms on a tree, you know how I feel. A new dawn, a new day, a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. How you feeling? Feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know how I feel. Butterflies all having fun, you know how I feel. To sleep in peace when the day is done. And this old world is a new world, is a bold world for me. Feeling good, feeling good. Stars when you shine, you know how I feel. Scent of the pine, you know how I feel. And freedom is mine, and I know how it feels. A new dawn, a new day, a new life for me. Feeling good, feeling good, feeling good, feeling good, feeling good. Feeling good. Nice, thank you.
Good morning. Is everybody feeling good? What a beautiful way to start off the service this morning on a glorious, beautiful, sunshiny morning. I am Ken Shalik, and I am here to welcome you to the Spiritual Living Tacoma, those in person and those watching us online. We are so glad that you're here with us today. Thank you. Our musicians today are our special musical guest, Lambert, who you just heard there. Got a special service today with Pete Beresford on percussion. Our audiovisual team is Erik Perrohe, Ronald Edens, and India Grace. Thank you. Our practitioners today are Steve Potts on platform and Susan Blake holding high watch and consciousness in the back. Thanks to our greeters, Elisa Beth and Ty, who greeted you with a smile as you came in the door today, and also to Kathy for coordinating our coffee service, and also to Kaylyn and her helper, who are teaching and caring for our children. Our speaker today, we do have a speaker today. And our speaker today is Mona Williams. Now you may clap. Announcements. Please see your program announcements for important information about all the fantastic things happening here at CSL Tacoma. And for the folks joining us online, please visit our website, csltacoma.org, and explore the heading, What We're Up To. The practitioners will be in the room at the back after service holding a prayer circle. Please join them if you have a need for prayer. You can also go in there if you don't have a need for prayer too, so be part of the experience. If you are new today and are comfortable raising your hand, please do so that we can say hello, and if you haven't received one, that we can give you a welcome packet. Anybody new today? Welcome. We also invite you to join us after service for refreshments and authentic connections. On that, we try to congregate a little bit in the front here, because we like to keep the prayer room a little bit quieter, so they can hear what they're saying, because we have a group that really likes to congregate after service, which is wonderful, but we also like to make sure that we have space and room for those that are in the prayer room. Okay, a little bit about us. The Center for Spiritual Living Tacoma is a peaceful, loving, and joyful spiritual community connected through a shared set of values, principles, and practices. We awaken and embody an understanding of our oneness with Source and all of life. We are committed to individual transformation, healthy relationships, and being a beneficial presence in our community and the planet. Our vision is to create a world that is thriving in harmony. Your presence makes a positive difference, and you are most welcome here. And now, it's our time for a minister's moment with Reverend Drew Ebersole. Thank you.
All right. Who has the feel-good blues? It's like an oxymoron, but a beautiful one, right? That was beautiful. Thank you so much, Lawrence and Pete. Thank you guys very much. All right, so lots of announcements, lots of things happening here. This is the center of what's happening now. So welcome. The first one is from our wonderful children's director, teacher, Kaylyn Hamilton, and she's going to come up and talk about a few things that are going on with our wonderful kids program. So Kaylyn, come on up.
Hi. Long time no see. I haven't been up here in a while. It's really nice to see you guys. I have been looking at people differently recently because I just saw these clips on YouTube about Narnia, and I don't know if you guys loved Narnia as much as I did, but that rewired my brain. So now, because I loved looking at the clips of the 4 kids when they're grown up as kings and queens in Narnia. So now I look at everybody and I imagine them as a king or queen in Narnia. So all of you guys are really beautiful kings and queens of Narnia. Okay. The kids program is so much fun. The kids are wonderful. We have a really wonderful group of kids that are there. I feel so blessed to get to know them and to just be a part of their story. And it feels important. It feels important. It feels like something that this world needs. We can't always change everything that's happening in the world, but we can always plant a seed for a happier future. We can always do that. So I would like to invite you to, anytime you have any questions for me about what we do for the kids service, maybe you know somebody who wants to maybe come, maybe even just once, that's fine, and just visit, you can always ask me. You can always email me. My email should be on the website, I think. But if not, you can always ask Leslie or myself for my email. We can talk. If you want to be involved as a volunteer, I'm also happy to have you as a volunteer. It does require a background check, so you just have to be comfortable with that. But other than that, we really just love to see people of diversity, anybody really, with whatever your shining personality is, being a role model for what it looks like to be you, to just be an adult that's happy and loves to love. So it makes a difference. It helps me out a lot. It helps the kids out a lot. Join us if you feel that on your heart. It's not a big commitment. I would say like maybe once every 6 weeks I would love to see you down there, and you would like just schedule yourself in for whatever date, but yes. The kids this summer, we did this last year, and I'm reiterating it. We're doing a community service project, again, for the Puget Sound Pet Food Bank, so we're going to be supporting them because animals are precious, and I love them, and kids love them. So we're going to be supporting them this June. We're going to be celebrating Father's Day, and we're going to be doing some summer school type stuff for July and August. And by summer school, I mean we're going to be doing like really fun science activities, like science fairy stuff, and then like learning a whole bunch of creative crafts. And then whenever you do those things, you can always like find some sort of connection to soul and spirit and nature, which is really fun. So it makes a memorable connection in their head so that something kind of clicks, like when they're seeing a little volcano explode and then they connect that to something in their spirit. It lasts, I think, for a long time in their brain. At least it does for me when you have those connections. So we're just going to do a lot of fun things and help keep their curiosity up and help stimulate their mind and keep them excited about learning and believing in themselves. And that's what the plan is for this summer. So if you would like to join, if you have any ideas for me, if you have any suggestions, any questions, I am all ears. Thank you so much.
Well, as you can tell, our kids are in really good hands. Kaylyn and her team did great. So really, just if you just go talk to her, just show up once every couple months and hang out with them. It's a real slice of life to watch our kids grow and learn about their own spiritual capabilities. It's awesome. So please join her if you're able to. And thank you, Kaylyn, for all you do for our kids. Thank you. Okay. Food for the soul. Food for the Soul has been a rockin' success. And I'd like Sue Bob and Tracy and Roger and anyone else on the A-team all to stand up. Who was on the A-team that helped make this happen? Obviously, John, Rob, Brian, Elisa Beth in the back. These people have done a marvelous job, and we are now going to set to have a fun summer with this event. This could be a real signature event. So thank you guys, and bless you for what you did. And now, Leslie, our Director of Operations, who's amazing, Leslie Willis, if you don't know her, you will. She's amazing, and she's going to talk about Food for the Soul. Give us an update.
Good morning, everyone. So, yes, the bids are in. They've been tallied, and we have sent out bidder notifications. If you did not receive it, check your spam or junk folder. And if you still can't find it, please let me or Tracy know so that we can follow up. If you expected an email and you did not receive one, please notify us. We had a couple bid numbers that were out of sync and a little difficult to read. And so you may have been skipped because we couldn't interpret the writing. Host notifications have also been sent. If you haven't received your host notification, then do let Tracy or I know, and we can follow up with that as well. It was a fantastic activity to support, and I was very excited to be part of it. So thank you. Thank you to the bidders, and thank you to the hosts. All right.
It's going to be awesome. We love it. All right, now, on to the next thing. Yes, Elisa Beth.
Bidder number 100, you gave us no information whatsoever, so we don't have your email or...
Bidder 100. Report to Elisa Beth after the service. Bidder 100, wherever you are. If you have the blue Prius. No, I'm just kidding. All right. All right. So now we have a quick announcement about our next singing choir iteration. And I think Brian and John are going to come on up for a really quick announcement. It's in your program as well, but they just want to say a few brief words about singing. So come on up.
All right, we have good news. We bring tidings of great joy. And Lawrence is going to join the choir. He doesn't know it yet, but he's joining the choir. There's an announcement in your bulletin that Tony and I put in, and Tony's one of our seasoned singers, got a great voice. Anyway, he put this in, and it looks perfect. The first session is going to be Monday, 6 o'clock, June 23, which is 2 weeks from tomorrow. Right here. We have lots of senior, I stay away from that word, Brian. A lot of experienced singers, Judy, Susie, Ronald, as I said, Tony. And I'm old, so I can use that word rather than senior. Anyway, come, we need new voices. If you're don't consider yourself a great singer, join the club. I just like to sing, that's why I come. So if you just like to sing, come. We don't even know yet if we're gonna be performing or just a singing group on Monday nights. John has done a great job as our director in the past. We're hoping we can talk him into continuing, and here are his words.
Don't go away. You can tell this man is from a leadership background. He just kind of, hey, you're volunteering, and you. So Brian, since we just kind of let the choir go to sleep for a while, sabbatical, if you will, Brian was there every week. John, when are we going to do this again? We need to sing. We can call it something else. And he started sending me email lists of names and all kinds of ideas. I'm just saying this because we have a ton of fun when we get in a circle of people just to sing. And like he said, and I want to reiterate this, we don't really care about performing. But there's a lot of people that feel very comfortable singing in their shower, singing at home, singing in their car, like a rock star, right, Drew?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we are going to invite you for this event, June? 23. July 23. June. How about June? June 23, right here, 6 o'clock p.m., and we go until about 7:30. The old format was anything that we can find on karaoke, fair game, bring it. If you've got a singing talent or a singing song or something, bring it. We'll have a big screen up here. We'll have some speakers set up, and we don't use microphones. We just sit in a circle and sing. Have fun. So who does sing? Come on, I need more choir members than that. All right, thank you very much.
Awesome. Great. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you. All right, so we have all this good stuff happening, and we also have healing that's happening all the time. And Lucas Smeraldo, one of our wonderful members, had gone through some challenges, as we knew. He wanted us all to pray for him, and he's healthy and vibrant, and he wrote a piece about that journey, and he wanted to read it, so I'm going to invite him up to read his piece. So he's a poet laureate and an amazing artist. So Lucas, come on up.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Nice to see everyone, and thank you for being such a welcoming and supportive congregation. It's meant a lot to me. Just to give you, I've been on the mend for a while now. Like about 2 months ago, I was stricken by a bleeding ulcer that I wasn't even aware of at the time. On a Friday night and didn't actually call the for medical attention until Saturday morning, and by that time, unbeknownst to me, I'd lost some blood. And so I was picked up by the EMTs, and they gave me a transfusion and saved my life. And then came back from the hospital about a week later, and our lives were saved again by a variety of folks, not the least of which are Marge and Sharon, who came over and helped to clean up some of the mess and provide wise counsel and health advice and support. So I wanted to thank them, which I will also do in this poem, but I wrote a piece called Things I Learned at the Hospital. So I want to share that with you now. 1. When you are living prone on a hospital bed, the greatest creation in the history of civilization is sugar-free strawberry jello, followed closely by orange jello. No other culinary invention comes close. 2. Instant Crystal Light lemonade mixed in ice water is humankind's second greatest invention. 3. Neither of these rules apply once you have left the hospital for 2 weeks. 4, the exquisite family and friends who chose to visit you at the hospital are the full and only accounting of your wealth. The messages of the people too far to visit are your reserves. 5, Marge and Sharon are extraordinary emissaries of the practical mercies. The blood from my ulcer spread across the corner of the bedroom carpet and wall like a crime scene. The emissaries arrived, carrying the dual sacraments of hydrogen peroxide and water, and spared my wife a fresh trauma while cleaning the room like trained hazmat professionals. They left behind wise counsel and a wheel walker to help me on my way back to my feet. 6, I dreamed America, and it was left undone. At the hospital, my wife shared an open letter from fired National Park rangers who spoke of the government's efforts to privatize public lands and repurpose those lands for harvesting minerals and natural resources under the protection of the military. That night, I dreamed a great divide with voices trying to reach each other beneath the land through inarticulate sounds lodged in the back of throats, unable to form words. Or perhaps that was the wild itself, speaking in the only way it knows under these relentless violations of this quarter century. We need to find a common dialect and end these many assaults. 7, several men and a full diaspora of Asian and Pacific Island women were my nurses throughout my stay. They were kind, they were confident, they were patient, and with one exception, they were gentle. Even then, I won the tougher one over. They are American, and all those caretakers saved me shift by shift. They keep saving America. When are we going to return the favor? 8, I ordered a hamburger for lunch one afternoon, and when the burger came, all I could think was, who hurt you, chef? Who hurt you so badly that this hard, angry, black puck could have been surrendered from your hands and delivered to this innocent tray? Hurt people hurt people. Please, 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 chef, find someone to love you. 9, a blood transfusion in my bedroom probably saved my life. I was not conscious to witness it. I had passed out when they tried to sit me in the wheelchair. Someone had the idea that EMT should be in power to deliver transfusions en route to situation critical. Someone decided to make it an initiative and raise funds through the Tacoma General Foundation. And that first pint of blood would include another 5 at the ICU. People keep imagining a better world, and I own my life to an active set of dreamers. 10, prayers are the currency of the soul. And a lot of people spend a lot of currency on my survival and recovery. Anytime someone says they want to pray for your healing, just say yes. 11, men ignore symptoms and signs. I could barely crawl up the stairs the night before the emergency call on early Saturday morning. The delay nearly cost my life. This is not a noble or defensible attribute. Stop it. 12. When we as men don't take action or ignore signs, we risk creating chaos and trauma for those closest to us. It is never just us. Your decision to prioritize your health is not a solitary choice. Think of the people who have to pick up the pieces. It is never just us. 13. You should not end a poem on part 13, so I won't. And 14. Love the people around you, not later, always. Speak it, act it. Appreciate your caretakers in light of even the simplest task. The real meal cooked for you, the car ride to the dentist, the gentle and kind grip along your wrist during a hospital visit, and the delivery of the sugar-free strawberry Jell-O, even when it's not time for dinner.
So that's beautiful and well said. And what a great message for us to recognize our unification in all that we do and how we have to treat each other and how we have to treat our world. We are one with it. That's why we say these things boldly from this place, because we have to recognize it is us. We are these things. That's our responsibility. So thank you so much for offering that. It was beautiful. I know the women just got back from a really cool retreat that they went on. So we're going to wait and have them announce how it went next week and just talk about some of their great learnings. So anyway, way to go. Way to go. Girl power. Here we go. All right. I know we also have a couple of gratitudes. They're in your program. And please feel free to write them and submit them. We read them every week. So here we go. Take a deep breath in. You are here for a reason. You are here to experience something beautiful and bold and real and genuine and authentic, and it's going to change our world. So when you hear these, they're not just light and fluffy gratitudes. They change the chemistry of your mind, of your soul, of your body, and they allow us to move forward with unbelievable conviction. So here we go. Gratitude has power. Here we go. These are your gratitudes too. Community to share with and discuss spirit. Learning, growing, family, friends, acceptance, commitment. Celebrating my 2-year anniversary of sobriety this past week. One year at CSL and 14 years of marriage. George Fest, George Harrison's tribute band. My brother, Reverend Matthew, and his gentle voice. My beautiful home, my beautiful location, and it put me close to CSL so I can enjoy it all the more often. Beauty, she wrote. June 3rd, I hit 3 years of sobriety. Tony said that, and he said, and just so you know, we treat confidentially carefully, but he wrote here, say my name. I just want that clear. All right, June being LGBTQ plus Pride Month. We are all created equally. Yeah! Let's celebrate inclusivity at CSL Tacoma, where we all can thrive in harmony. You are made perfectly just the way you are. Wow, thank you for writing that. The authentic interactions at CSL to share acceptance, compassion, and love from one another. The overwhelming spirit of love here. That's so good, man. And here it sums it all up. And so it is. I want you to just take a moment and high five your partner, your friends, who's around you, and say, we're in this together. We are one. Yeah, baby. Can I get a yeah, baby? Yeah, baby. One more time. Yeah, one more time. Yeah, all right. I'm feeling it. Here we go. So now we have a great program. We have some wonderful music. Obviously, Lawrence and Pete are fantastic. He's going to wow us. And then we're going to get to hear from Mona. Mona is just such a wonderful, committed, absolutely integral, wise practitioner and teacher. And she offers us truth and love and conviction of these beliefs to change our world. So we had the privilege of hearing Mona Williams, one of our practitioners, speak today. But first, we get a little musical interlude. So here we go.
We are gathered here today to celebrate and say, love has found a way. With his words we are led, from this moment be said, love has found a way. And love is a gift as precious as the air we breathe. It's a love we need. Through his wisdom we should know how to let go of all the things that cause us pain. Through his mercy we will see only love can set us free. Love has found a way. And love is a gift as precious as the air we breathe. It's love we need. It's love, 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 it's love we need. And some may ask, why? Some may ask, how can this be? And I will simply answer, it's because of all the love you've given me. So we're gathered here today to celebrate and say, love has found a way.
I love this place. Little privilege. A couple weeks ago, my wife and I got back from England, and we went to London, and then we went to Oxford. One of the reasons we went to Oxford was there were two people there that taught there that have meant a lot to me. And Gail and I were walking through the town, and we came to this, and this is a beautiful old town, you know, 900s, 1000s, whatever. And there was this door, big open door, real dark door, that was carved, and it had this lion's face in the front of it. Man, this had to be, 500 years old. Because up on the side of the thing was these gargoyles or whatever. And we just stood there and looked at this thing.
Now, the two guys that I went to see their graves, was J.R.R. Tolkien, who wrote the Fellowship of the Ring and all that stuff. And the other one was C.S. Lewis, who wrote the Chronicles of Narnia. And while I was over there, I just wondered, C.S. Lewis was an atheist originally. And these two guys met at this pub that Kaylyn and I also visited, and they would have these debates. And C.S. Lewis is the atheist, and I asked AI, did J.R.R. Tolkien have anything to do with the conversion of C.S. Lewis? And it said absolutely yes. And what he did was he convinced, C.S. Lewis was a mathematician. He was not really an author. And he convinced C.S. Lewis that myth doesn't mean a fairy tale. It means a story that spirit, that the world, that the universe is telling us. It's telling us our story in symbolism, in metaphor, and everything like this. So later on in the trip, we took a tour. We just went on from that door, by the way. And we took this tour where this guy was telling us all about Oxford and the different places and so on and so forth. And they came by this door. And Gail and I looked at each other and goes, what are we standing here for? And she said, this is the place where J.R.R. Tolkien told C.S. Lewis that you could take anything around here and make a story out of it because it signifies something, it's symbolism. And a light went off with C.S. Lewis, and he went home and wrote the Chronicles of Narnia. And it was spiritual for me because we found it on our own. And then I haven't been here in a couple of weeks, and all of a sudden, Kaylyn comes up and talks about C.S. Lewis and Chronicle of Narnia. If none of you know what those books are, C.S. Lewis changed my life. Answered a lot of questions. I disagree with him on a lot of things, but he changed my life, and in his books will change lives. And these are books not just for kids, but if you got grandkids out there, or even kids, that you want to give them a Christmas gift or birthday present, Chronicles of Narnia ain't going to go wrong whatsoever. It'll change their lives too. So, thank you. Okay, the reading for the day. This is by another writer I just absolutely love, Thomas Merton. I generally get up here and read something from Emerson, but I got one from Thomas Merton from Confessions of a Guilty Bystander. At the center of our being is a point of nothingness, which is untouched by mistakes or by illusion. A point of pure truth. It's like a pure diamond blazing in the invisible light of heaven. It's in everybody. And if we could see it, we would see these billions of points of light coming together in the face and blaze of a sun that would make all the darkness of cruelty of life vanish completely. It's in everybody. This is it. It don't get any better than that. You don't get any better than this. This is it right here and right now. And so I want you to close your eyes for a second. And in that song that Lawrence was singing, it talked about love being more precious than air. And air is the only thing that we need completely. We don't need food. We can live without food. We can live without water for a time. But we can't live for air, without air for a moment. So take a deep breath. And know that we are right here and right now. This is it. We are points of light. We are the light of the world shining in us, each and every one of us. And that light is the love of the world that Lawrence was talking about. I am so grateful to know this and to know that I have a purpose in life, and you have a purpose in life. we are perfect exactly the way we are. So let's take a deep breath, and for just a second, use the mantra, I am a point of pure light. I am a point of pure light. You are a point of pure light. I am a point of love. You are a point of love. I'm so grateful to know this truth that's here in this very moment, right here and right now. And I release this word into the light. Say, so it is. So it is. Oh, I printed these out. There's another one by Emerson right here. They're out in the back on your way out if you'd like to see it.
A few years ago, I had a chance to meet one of my idols. Her name is Dr. Maya Angelou. You know this lady? It was like a powerful day for me. She reached out and she took my hand and she asked me this question. She said, "What's your name?" And I thought, oh my gosh, before you took my hand, I knew it. So I know it starts with an L, and I think Elaine was saying Lawrence. Oh, that's right. My name is Lawrence. And I could see that look on her face like, he's very large and he doesn't know his name. So she was talking to me about finding joy in life. And you guys have found it. Did you notice? You have found it here. So I'm going to start off with the chorus. Find joy in a blue sky. Find joy on a mountain high. Find joy in the rising sun. Find joy in everyone. Did you get your part? Teacher, teach me the meaning of love. I need a lesson from heaven above. I want to know why the cage bird sings. Need to know all these things. So teach a point and show me the way. How do you find happiness and what must I pay? Need your kindness, your wisdom, your grace. I want the serenity you have on your face. Then she said to me, you gotta look down deep at the soil at your feet. Stand still, find joy. Here we go now. Find joy in a blue sky. Find joy on a mountain high. Find joy in the rising sun. Find joy in everyone. So teacher, I know what's wrong and right. My head may be bloody, but I still got to fight. Battles are many, my mission unclear. Joy escapes me, still I persevere. So teacher, point out those demons in the way. I'll listen to everything you say. I need your poetry, your gift for words. Your voice is sweet as a songbird. Then she said to me, son, get down on your knees. Then clear your mind and pray to find joy. Where? Find joy in a blue sky. Joy's all around you, son, she said. Don't be scared to love someone, she said. In those small things we forget to see, she said. Find joy in you and me. Find joy in a blue sky. Find joy on a mountain high. Find joy in the rising sun. Find joy in everyone, in everyone. Find joy.
Good morning. You know, I've done this so many times, and yet every time I'm still nervous. It's like, oh, write your notes down. What's the theme? Da-na-na-na-na. It's going through my head. It's like, and I'm sitting right here and thinking, God, Mona, you take things so literally. So, what a wonderful time, what a wonderful place to be this morning. And so our topic today is do what you want to do. But what I really loved is because this month's magazine is in living color, show I used to love. But the book this month is the color purple. So I'm like, ooh, that sounds exciting. I'm going to tell a quick story about Alice Walker. When I lived in the Bay Area, Alice Walker sang in the choir at my church. And I worked in the office, left out the office one night, backed my car up, which I had treated for when I was teaching treatment and meditation, and I asked people, what do you want? I was the one that got the new car. Back my car up into Alice Walker's car. Had no idea, so I pulled my car back in and walked in the church. And I said, oh, there's a green car out here, and I hit it. Well, her car was new, and she says, that's mine. I was like, Lord, Alice Walker, really, what an experience. But then she turned to me and said, nobody does that. And I said, well, what do you mean? She says, people don't come and find and tell people that you've hit something. Usually they just drive off, maybe leave a note. And Jackie Harrison, I don't know if any of you guys know who Jackie Harrison is. She's a wonderful pianist. She looked at me and she says, Mona, that's just special to just own up. You know what I'm saying? But it was, today I'm going to talk about the color purple. So I literally went and started looking for, okay, I've read the book, seen the movie. As we continue to celebrate this month of Pride, we are all invited to live authentically, out loud and in color. The color purple represents royalty, wealth, and authority. It represents who we are, spirit, and whose we are, spirit. We are all divine presence of God right here on this surface, on this life. Every second of our life is the divine expression of God. So in the movie, in the book, there's a part where they say, she says, Celie, if any of you know, she says, dear God, and I put in there spirit, dear stars, dear trees, dear sky, dear peoples, dear everything, dear God. Every time we say dear God, we are talking to our own divine expression, our own soul, our own spirit. Because when we say, I am whatever ends. So God is, I am. In today's world, and even in the book, there's a lot of isms that come up. Whether you talk racism, sexism, and all of those isms do something to take our essence from who we are. They want us to fall into norms. Norms of you need to behave a certain way. You need to do something a certain way. And speaking of pride, this is Pride Month, and we can look at just pride in that community, in the gay community, but it's everybody. We have to look and accept everyone. You know, because when we start talking about those isms, what are you taking away? When he says find joy in everyone. Are we practicing isms? And if so, how can we change that? How can we really step into knowing and appreciating those others? Family and community norms, they strip the very essence of people. I had a conversation last night with my daughter and like my stepdaughter, a young lady I help raise. And they were talking about the son's girlfriend. And my daughter kept saying, Mom, she doesn't know who she is. She's so kept down by the family norms. You're not supposed to do this. You blah, blah. And it's like, well, Trina's like, well, come and you can stay with me. She's scared. But yet, she would turn around and say something negative about people trying to change her. Instead of her family allowing her to step in to who she is, to know what is that driving force that makes her go, instead of pulling her down, to come back down to a lower level. So out of all of this, we have self-discovery. This is when it gets good. When we start learning and recognizing whose we are and how we take that presence of God and allow it to work magnificently in, as, and through our lives. We have faith, acceptance. Sometimes you have to work at it. I'm going to be honest with you. Faith, I know it. But why is it that I have to say to myself, Mona, what are you doing? You say that you believe in this, and yet I retreat back into as if I didn't know. And I know I'm not the only person. We have times where we go into that. We don't listen to the true essence of who we are, the strength, the color of purple. We are the color of purple. We wear the color of purple. If we are wealth and authority and royalty, that is the color purple. We use our strength and our essence to provide a better life for others, to educate. In this month's Science of Mind magazine, there is an article in there that talks about love. But they say that, oh, love is all there is. No, it's not. Love without action is nothing. Yeah, you've got to put it into action. You may have to be the rebel. I mean, even sing the Rolling Stone song. Is that what it is? Rebel, rebel? So, as I was going through writing everything out, what we believe came to mind for Science of Mind. We believe in the individualization of the Spirit in us, and that all people are individualized expressions of the one Spirit. That means that we are given the right to be an individual and to be accepted as the individual that we are. It also reminded me, going through this and reading this, reminded me of our treatment. We have a 5-step treatment. That's our prayer. 5 steps. First one, recognition. And for me, it's like, what does God mean? So when you're saying that prayer, and the first thing is God is love, God is joy, God is grace, God is abundance, God is whole, God is perfect, God is complete. And then the unification part, this is the part where it gets good. Because everything I said about God, the recognition of God, the acknowledgement of the greatness of God, once I say that God and I are one, that means every phrase, every word that you use to express the goodness of God is the very goodness that lives within each one of us. This weekend, I had quite an experience. My daughter graduated. And so it's been a rough road. I remember she's like, Mom, I'm going back to school full time. I need your help. All right, sweetie. I always say that. All right, sweetie. My grandson asked me something. All right, sweetie. That's my phrase. But I have to tell you, the amazing thing, this is when I know when you've expressed the goodness of God throughout your life. Yeah, I'm getting up there in age. But when I see the babies come back, they're grown, they have their own families. And the stories they tell, I lived on Queen Anne, had a little Chevette, and it was snowing, and I went up that counterbalance with no business. And the one, she's 50 now, and she says, oh my God, I still remember that. It was such a great time. I used to keep a hibachi in the back of my car. This is like spreading the love throughout generations. Then the one that flew in from Vegas, I helped raise her. And we were in the kitchen cooking, and she's looked at me and she says, it has to be aesthetically pleasing. You taught me that. And I said, okay, all right. And it's just, when you see these, and it's just like they come and give you hugs, and it's like, wow. When I might have been feeling low in my life because I wasn't recognizing my greatness at the time, I can look at them and say, wow, you've done something. You've touched some lives in this world, Mona. So get out of the low, recognizing of the goodness and the greatness that I am. And as I know that truth for me, I know that truth for everyone that's here. And I know we have some low points, but remembering the color purple. And so I wrote a piece, just a quick short phrase here. Self-love. Acceptance is not a monthly thing. It's an every second thing. When you think about the color purple, remember you are royal. You are the divine expression of God. The color purple was draped over you at birth and will reign over each moment of your life. Thank you.
Chords and my feet just don't work out together. I sure hope you guys feel like singing. Come on, people, let it go. Hold on to nothing, just let it flow. Come on, people, you know I'm right. No more hate, step into the light. 'Cause in the music, I feel the love come down. And in the music, this world is gonna come around. Come on, people, it's not too late. We are standing on the edge of faith. Come on, people, let's make this clear. Love is the answer, got no time to fear it. 'Cause in the music, I feel the love come down. In the music, this world gonna come around. In the music, there is something that we all feel. People all over the world, they sing about love, 'cause it's real, it's real, it's real. Come on, people, gather around. Together we'll make an awesome sound. Come on, people, I need you now. Just bring the love and I'll show you how. 'Cause in the music, I feel the love come down. And in the music, this world gonna come around. That's your part. This world gonna come around. This world gonna come around. World, I'm listening now. Gonna come around. You guys, we're sending a prayer out to the universe. Let's make this big. This world gonna come around. My sopranos, are you ready for your part? Gonna come around. This world is gonna come around. This world is gonna come around. This world. I'm listening now. Oh, I hear the sopranos. Come on now. This world gonna come around. Now hold on to it, because I'm gonna sing something different. One love, one peace. Let the love flow in the street. One love, one peace. Check this out. All the anger we release. No hate and no greed. Anything, anyone in need. No greed and no hate. Come on, people, let's celebrate, celebrate. Then the music, I feel the love come down. And in the music, this world gonna come around. This world gonna come around. This world, please, is gonna come around. This world gonna come around.
Awesome. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in. Soak it all in. It's yours by divine birthright. We have a mission to carry this forward and make the world come around. Would our greeters please come forward? Take our blessings in our hands. That's the flow of abundance. It comes back to us always. We share it by saying this prayer together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. With infinite gratitude, so it is.
We've climbed the mountain, forgotten our steps, climb higher and higher, and we're starting to fall. All the sweat and tears it took to get us here, all sabotage by playing into our fears, playing into our fears. Fears, it won't belong to you. You aren't the chosen few. If you can't have your way, there's nothing we can say. You can't open a closed mind. We're running out of time. We're falling, falling, falling into our fears, falling into our fears. Brick by brick, we built a wall, hoping our enemy will somehow fall. Enemy you perceive is not even there, all sabotage by playing into our fears, playing into our fears. Fears, it won't belong to you. You aren't the chosen few. If you can't have your way, there's nothing we can say. You can't open a closed mind. We're running out of time. We're falling, falling, falling into our fears. So we have to be brave. Falling into our fears. We've climbed the mountain, but forgotten our steps. We climb higher and higher, now we're starting to fall. All the sweat and tears it took to get us here, all sabotaged, all sabotaged, all sabotaged by playing into our fears. Sing with me, playing into our fears, playing into our fears, playing into our fears. I think you guys already are a choir. Oh my God.
I just want to really recognize our beautiful musicians today, and Lawrence and Pete. And I want to recognize the wonderful Mona Williams for her words of truth and power and grace. Just beautiful. And thank you for your generosity.
This world is going to come around. And each one of us is that point of light which is going to help it come around. Through our love and our joy and our compassion. And I know that this service has helped to bring that about and helped to increase that love and that compassion, joy, grace, freedom. It's present in each and every one of us all the time, 24 hours a day, whether we know it or not. And I give thanks for the message, Mona's message, for the minister, Drew, for this beautiful service of music. It is really inspiring, and all the greeters and everyone that's taken part in this service. And we go out from here and taking that joy and love with us and spreading it through the world. And so it is.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. They're going into a new song. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Since I laid my burdens down, Okay, here we go now. And this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna have you guys do this part. Let it shine, let it shine. Now you guys are gonna sing this part. Glory, glory, God of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Since I lay my burdens down. You guys sound wonderful. You got two parts going. Glory, hallelujah. Since I lay my burden down. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Since I lay my burdens. One more time, church. Here we go now. I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Sounding good, church. You guys are sounding good.
Be bold, be brave, be beautiful, be the color purple.